and everything you need to know about Windows 11, whether it is collecting data or even spying on you. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through each and everything you need to know. So stick with us to the end of this video to see the entire steps. It's very important to know that Windows occasionally collects data of its usage, and based on that, they are using it to improve their services. But at what cost? Sometimes this data collection might infringe on your own right, because most of the time you are not even aware of it. So in this video, I'm going to demystify each and everything that you need to know, and stick with us to the end of this video to see the entire step. First things first, we are going to turn off certain things that you need to turn it off immediately you are using your Windows. And in this video, we are going to get it done straight away. So make sure you open your settings. In my case, I'm going to open my settings here. Then make sure your setting is selected. Then allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. Then in my case, depending on your network, it might take a bit of time to finish loading here. So here we're going to turn off some settings which allows Windows to collect some of our data with or without our knowledge. So on the left panel, we're going to locate the privacy and security. If you can see it, if you cannot see it, let me zoom it a bit so that you can see it clearly. So you can see we have privacy and security. And here we're going to open it. Then allow it a bit of moment here to finish loading. And this is where we're going to make some quick changes from there. So under privacy and security, locate diagnostic and feedback. So we're going to scroll down and locate your diagnostic and feedback. As you can rightly see, I'm going to tap on it. Then with this selected, we're going to make sure we toggle off some of the things that we have here. As you can see, Windows 11 is collecting some of the informations that we already have. In the diagnostic data, you can see Windows is collecting data which helps it to improve Windows and keep it secure, up to date, and working as expected. And this data is collected with or without your knowledge. So this is where we're going to make sure we do some of the basic things by first turning off this. So make sure you turn off this. I'm going to turn off mine. So allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. As you can rightly see, by turning it off, it helps to stop sending optional diagnostic data to Windows. And it helps to Windows to stop tracking you. By all means, Windows are having their own portal where they can see data of its usage from their customers. So why will you be the case study for Windows to be taking this data from you with or without your knowledge? We are not done. We're going to continue to turn off a couple of things. So make sure to stick with us to the end of this video to see the entire steps. And if this is your first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video to see many content like this. After we are done with that, we're going to make sure we scroll down again. You can see we have improved inking and typing, which you can see is also keep track of our data, and it is sending it to Microsoft with or without your knowledge. So here we're going to make sure this is also toggled off by navigating beside it and tap on this menu and make sure this is toggled off. As you can see, mine is already toggled off. So make sure yours is also toggled off. And after that, we're going to also look at the tailored experience. So when you see what the tailored experience is also, it is also sending diagnostic data again from you, the customer, with or without your knowledge. And I know most of you watching us don't even know about this. So we're going to make sure this is also toggled off. So make sure you tap on this drop menu and toggle off this. Then again, we're going to also tap on view diagnostic data. And as you can also see, it is also sending your data of the customer, which is you and me, to Microsoft with or without our knowledge. So we're going to make sure we also toggle off this by first tapping on this drop menu, then toggle off that. Then we are done with these things. And this is not all, because Microsoft has its own way of keeping track of most of our data with or without our knowledge. So make sure all this thing is toggled off. Then we'll continue to the next step. Let me quickly check our comment section whether our viewers are commenting. And if you are here, you are live here, welcome. We want to see your comments as it's coming in real time, so that we will help tackle each and every question that you have. So let me quickly check whether our viewers are having any question, and in the event of no question, we'll continue to the next things that needed to be shown as the time ongoing. So make sure to stick with us to the end of this video to see the entire steps. So I'm going to make sure to continue to the next stage. So stick with us, and we're going to continue to the next stage in a 𝗕cie. So here we're going to also make sure to leave your comment section, and if this is your first time to this channel, just make sure to like and subscribe to see many content like this. And I'm going to continue to this stage where if this is your first time opening Windows on your desktop, you're going to make sure you navigate to your start menu. We're going to make sure we navigate to the start menu. Then we'll proceed to right click on it. Then locate this startup bar. So I'm going to locate it in a 𝗕cie. Or you can quickly press and hold Ctrl plus Shift plus Escape, and this will open your task manager. So either way, you have the option to first locate your task manager by first right clicking on the task bar and then locate your task manager here. Or you can also press and hold on Ctrl plus Shift plus Escape to open it. After that, you're going to make sure you tap on Start Up Apps. Then here, we're going to make some quick changes here. So here, you're going to make sure on all the apps which is on with the status currently enabled, make sure it's disabled. So you're going to scroll down through all your apps and make sure each and everything that you see here is disabled. Because what basically this do is, in the course of your Windows running, with or without your knowledge, some of the information is already being tracked, and some of these apps keeps on taking information with or without your knowledge, and it is adding extra workload on your PC. And this is one thing that you needed to get it right. And by doing that, it's going to help improve your PC efficiency, and it's going to make sure you get the necessary things out of your PC. And when this is also done, we want to make sure we do the next thing that is also very important here. So then again, we're going to open our settings again. And with that open, we're going to make sure we open our system. On the left panel, you have a tons of options here. Make sure you tap on System. Then with this selected, scroll down until you locate Notification. And if this is your first time, make sure to locate your notification. Let me zoom it a bit so you can see it clearly. And after you locate it, allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. And you're going to turn off tons of notifications that you are currently having it on. Notification is sending important information to your Microsoft Windows and some of the third-party apps with or without your knowledge. So first, we're going to make sure we turn off the notification by first turning off this. And after that, if your do not disturb is also turned on, make sure this is also turned off. So after that, you're going to scroll down and turn off most of the notifications which is already here. So you can see mine by default is already turned off. And you're going to make sure you do that to your PC. And this is going to release your PC from extra workload which is already happening on your PC. So make sure this is toggled off. And after we are also done, we're going to continue to the next thing. We're going to also open our settings again, and this is very important stage for you to take note of it. Right beside on the left panel, we're going to also locate our system again. Then again, we're going to scroll down until you locate about. Then with that, allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. Then here, you're going to scroll down a little until you locate advanced system settings. Let me zoom it a bit so that you can see clearly what I'm seeing here. Advanced system settings. Then here, you're going to open it and a dialog box will pop up. You can see tons of options here. Make sure advanced is toggled on. So with advanced selected, under it we have performance. So you can see performance, which involves the visual effect, process scheduling, memory usage, and virtual memory. And in here, we're going to make sure we select settings. So after you select it, make sure you tap on adjust for best performance. So I'm going to make sure this is adjusted. Then we're going to scroll down. Among the list of options here, we see everything has automatically been toggled off. So we're going to turn on some of the key ones that we needed here. So first, we're going to make sure we locate show translucent selection rectangle, and we're also going to make sure we toggle show thumbnail instead of icon. As you can see clearly what I'm toggling it on, and also make sure you toggle show Windows content whilst dragging. And in this case, I'm going to toggle off show translucent selection rectangle. This is optional. I will advise you also toggle it off. Then again, we're going to make sure we toggle on smooth edges of screen font. So make sure this is also toggled on. Then after that, we're going to make sure we tap on apply. Then, okay, so I'm going to make sure I select on apply and tap on it. Then after that, I'm going to make sure I tap on OK. And by doing that, it's going to give your PC an immediate improvement that you've never noticed on your PC. And let me quickly turn on to our viewers to see whether our viewers have some questions with us. And in the event of any question, we will then quickly answer it in real time. So let me turn on to our viewers, whether our viewers has any question for us. So our viewers, if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section and I will answer it in real time. Here, we're going to help you to see some of the important things that you needed to know whilst making your everything here. So let me quickly turn on to see whether our viewers have left any questions with us. And in the event of no question, then we continue to the next angle. So make sure you also leave your question. If this is your first time to this channel, you can always leave your question to this channel. We will always be ready to assist you. So let me quickly check in my inbox. Let me check the comment section and also make sure whether our viewers have any question that they have left here. So we will be able to address it. And in the event of no question, you can always feel free to leave your question in even the future replay if you are watching this video in the future. So your question might probably be featured in our next live series, as we constantly come on to link up with our viewers in our subsequent live series. So make sure to leave your question in real time and it will be addressed. So then again, we're going to make sure we disable Windows location tracking. And it's very simple. First, we're going to make sure we locate our settings again and open your settings. Then in here, allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. Then again, we're going to locate privacy and security, which is just on the left panel, as you can see it clearly. So we're going to tap on privacy and security. Then again, allow it a bit of moment to finish loading. Then you have to scroll down under apps permissions. You can see location. Let me zoom it a bit so that you can see it clearly. So after that, we're going to make sure you tap on location. Then here is where we're going to turn off a lot of things. So make sure to locate your location services. Under it, we are going to make sure this location services is toggled on. But we're going to customize some of the things that we are having here. Among the individual apps, if you locate any apps that you notice that you don't need that app to be tracking your location, you can quickly make sure that app's location is toggled off. You can see the Skype is already toggled off, operator messages is already toggled off, weather is already toggled off, my WhatsApp is toggled off, and tons of other things is toggled off. And you can also see third-party apps which currently is having your location being tracked. You can also toggle it off. So let's say, for instance, if you don't want CapCut to have access to your location, you can tap on it and make sure CapCut location is also toggled off. And you can do it to any apps that you don't want it to have access to your location. And you can also make sure that allow location override. That's in the case you want Windows apps and service can use location from a remote connection instead of this device location. You can also toggle this off. It's important you toggle off any apps that you don't want it to access your location. This is important to keep you safe and to keep yourself not being tracked and being monitored by Windows, as it's going to help you in your smooth experience using Windows. So after that, we're going to also make sure we move out of this. Then next again, we're going to locate our game by first making sure you locate your settings. So with your settings selected, make sure among the list of items here, you have access to gaming. So let me zoom it a bit so that you can see it properly. So then again, we're going to make sure you tap on gaming. Then with this selected, locate among the options here, locate capture and tap on it. So then again, with this selected, make sure you are going to tap on this, record what happened. Make sure this is also toggled off. Game, in your playing of your game activity, Windows is taking track of the game tracking data with or without your knowledge. So make sure this is toggled off. And this is very important that you need to do it in real time. If this is your first time, make sure this is also toggled off. And under it, we're going to also make sure we locate this settings. So allow it a bit of moment. And with this also, capture audio when recording a game. Make sure, unless you are going to use it, make sure this is also toggled off. So this is very important for you to have it in place. And with the capture mouse cursor when recording a game, make sure this is also toggled off. And then again, with the related settings, make sure you tap on it. And under graphics, this is where it's very also important. So here we're going to make sure you have it on. And when this is on, now you will be able to get things done on your Windows smoothly. Then again, we're going to go back to gaming again. Make sure your gaming is also selected. And then again, we're going to make sure we tap on the game mode. So the game mode here, make sure your game mode is toggled off. So this is also giving priority to Windows to optimize your PC for gaming, unless optionally you want to play game for your PC. Make sure this is toggled off so that any apps that you have on your Windows will have priority compared to gaming. Let me quickly switch back to turn on and check whether our viewers have any questions for us so that we can quickly address it as it is coming in real time. So viewers, you can always leave your questions in the comment section and we will be ready to assist you in real time. And this is a live session. This is a session where we are helping viewers get access to their important information as and when it is needed for it to be done. So make sure to leave your questions as it is coming in real time. We are going to check whether Windows is actually spying on you, and the truth and what you needed to turn off, and how you can get the best out of your Windows experience. So make sure to stick with us as we are going to get the best for you in real time. So if this is your first time watching this video, in the future you can always leave your question in the comment section, and we will also be ready to assist you. And then again, we're going to make sure we do other things that is also important for us. So we're going to locate our settings again. Then we're going to make sure settings is selected. Under settings, make sure you have your network and internet selected, as you can rightly see it properly. Network and internet, make sure you have it selected. Then among the list of options here, make sure you scroll down up until you locate Wi-Fi. And with your Wi-Fi selected, make sure you have access to manage known network. So make sure your Wi-Fi is selected, and with your Wi-Fi selected, make sure you select your Wi-Fi properties. And in my case, this is my own. And this is where I'm going to make sure I do some basic adjustment. Currently, my metered connection is already toggled off. Make sure yours is equally toggled off. And the reason is, when you check on your metered network connection, when it is toggled on, Windows, with or without your knowledge, might quickly override everything and start rebooting your system for its update, which is not important for you. For your Windows update in real time is not actually recommended for most of our users, because sometimes some of this update comes with a lot of bugs. So allow Windows to give it a try for a lot of customers, and upon their feedback, when they later improve it, before you update yours. So make sure your metered connection is toggled off. As you can already see, mine is toggled off. So these are some of the important things that you needed to do to get the best out of your Windows. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure you subscribe to see many content like this. And here at Mubarick MD Tech How-to channel, we are always here ready to assist our viewers, ready to assist all our Windows users and anyone who is trying to get the best out of Windows. And we are also delving into other topics which is equally important for those who are doing businesses and they want to stop business mistakes which is happening in real time to their lives. You are always ready to be here. And if this is your first time to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe so that you can see many content like this. Always peace. This is the end of this series, and tomorrow watch us for our next episode as it is coming off live on this channel. See you at that time.